It was the 2nd of September in Wichita Falls, and as the autumn leaves were blowing, young Molly sat up in her bed staring sadly as the summer weeks faded away. It was going to be a long day out, she thought to herself, and she was almost already bored about her mother's business convention in Dallas. And really couldn't care less about the trip, and as she thought about the day, she began to fall back asleep into a deep sleep which was only awakened by her mother's kiss. Her mother, who went by the name of Melissa, was quick to get Molly going, and within 10 minutes they had finished breakfast. Quickly after breakfast, her mother wanted to dress Molly in her favorite flowery blouse for the big day. She quickly prepared Molly and they were off in the car heading south on the freeway towards Dallas. They stopped once along the highway to pick up some food but soon continued to the Marriott Hotel where the convention was taking place. It was a long haul out to Dallas and Molly was bored already, not even considering the 3-hour convention she would have to wait for. Molly was sitting in the waiting room, playing with toys that were designed for 2-year-olds, and she contemplated on the day ahead. She played for hours with the simple toys as she heard the voices of the adults in the convention room. In the last 20 minutes of the convention, she was really beginning to become very impatient over her mother taking so long. Her mother had promised her a trip to McDonald's if she behaved herself, but it was just too long for her interest. She began to squirm and wait for what seemed like an hour. Soon, her mother came bursting out and looking straight to the play area, seeing her bored 8-year-old daughter. She quickly said, "Let's go, sweetie, it's over now," and then took Molly by the hand as she introduced her daughter to her colleagues. She stood there for about 10 minutes speaking about business incentives and profits, which then was ended by a swift exit to the hotel. She took Molly by the hand as they proceeded to the car and they soon were pulling into the McDonald's parking lot. Melissa took Molly into McDonald's, which really she had been waiting for all day. As she entered McDonald's, she immediately went to the play area as her mother ordered a Happy Meal. Her mother was quick to find a table in front of the play area, and soon called for Molly, who climbed clumsily through the tubes and down a slide to greet her mother. "Here, sweetie, I got you a Happy Meal," said her mother, which Molly quickly replied saying, "Cool, mommy, I really like them, thank you." Molly ate up the Happy Meal quickly like any child would do, and quickly went to play in the play area again. She was loving the excitement after the boring meeting and really loved playing in the tubes and slides. After about an hour, Molly was at the top of the slide when she felt like she needed to pee. She decided that it was more fun to stay playing and quickly forgot about it. About 10 minutes later, she really felt it pushing on her, and she knew her mother would punish her for wetting herself, especially her best blouse. She was having so much fun that she decided to just let it go, and just keep having fun with the other kids. She eventually wet herself and she could feel the warmth spreading around her legs, wetting the ends of her blouse and her jeans. After half an hour, her mother began calling her again to come down and get a McFlurry. Molly had forgotten about her wet panties and decided to go, which was quickly greeted by a frown from her mother. Melissa immediately said, "Sweetie, looks like you wet yourself in the play area, are you okay?" Molly had completely forgotten about having wet her pants, and she slowly looked down to see a large dark stain on her jeans. "But Mommy, I didn't even know it happened," stated Molly, as she was almost petrified to see the consequences. Melissa was upset but knew she couldn't get angry with Molly and simply said, "Honey, it's okay, it happens, but let's get you cleaned up and at home so we can clean out your favorite blouse." Molly quickly stood up and said, "But Mommy, what about the McFlurry?" Her mother was already needing to get home to wash her daughter's clothes to assure herself of no permanent staining apart from the fact that she was upset with her daughter. She brusquely said, "Sorry dear, we need to get you home and out of the dirty blouse and jeans." "But Mommy, we only just got here." "There will be no buts," replied Melissa.